So a little while ago, there started to be a story around about footballers and were they contributing anything to the whole situation we're in. You know, like a couple of the big football teams were putting some of their staff on furlough at 80% to save money, their low-paid staff, not the footballers. And I was going to, honest with you, I'd have come on here, done a rant, rich so-and-so, why can't they, blah, blah, blah. And I guess you'd have probably agreed with me. Most people would have. But something in my spirit, something from God said, stand back, mate, don't go for that one. And then as I've watched, there's this sense at the moment that, like, yes, the footballers have organised themselves and maybe they started beforehand and actually maybe it's their bosses and maybe, I don't know. It's really easy to judge. And it's really easy to say the rich people should. It's really easy with all this stuff to point the finger and not look at what we're doing. If there's a financial issue, if there's something, that needs sorting, right now we know we need food banks. We know there are people who are not earning, who might not have food, who can't easily find food. You can't tell them to get a job right now. So give to a food bank, give some give some funny, cheer them up. Give some money to a food bank. Give them something. Do something. I really hope that we get to the end of this and if we are in some kind of recession, that the richest people in this nation stand up and, like they did after the war, and say, I'm just going to give some money to the public funds. I'm not going to pay tax, I'm just going to give some money to the public funds to try and turn things around. But back then, when they had that kind of thing, it was people giving a little bit of savings. It was people giving a fiver and a tenner and a 100 quid and 1,000 quid there, as well as the millionaires and the billionaires pouring their stuff in. But we all did it. And that's where it makes a difference if everyone does it. If we stand back and point the billionaires, we basically say, I don't want to do it. Or the millionaires in the Premier League, or wherever it might be. If we want to turn something around, we all need to step up. People in my church have been giving money so that we can feed the poor. We can get people who can't get online to get online, so we can make sure people have the basics to get by. And it's really humbling to be part of the conduit that just passes through. Instead of pointing the finger at what someone else should do, let's look at what we could do. Give some money to a food bank.